How's it going, my fellow escapists? It's your boy Cypress, and welcome back to another video covering my game concept, where today we'll be looking at what I have gotten done in the past 2 weeks for my new game called FLO. You feel me, baby? Alright, so in this video, you're going to see lots of improvements across virtually the entire game as a whole. I did join this almost playable because I want to talk specifically about 3 major details of the gameplay. 1, the fixes I made to the auto-targeting system. 2, the camera movement. And 3, what I learned about animation retargeting in the past 2 weeks. My nigga, this is hype! I'm gonna have to remind you to hit that motherfucker button, alright, and leave a like. So I know you like what you see going on with my video game. So in the weeks prior, as I'm sure the 5 of you watching my video saw, I showed you guys what I did with auto-targeting enemies in order to make it so all of my combo attacks hit. Whenever I attack, my character turns toward the enemy at a certain distance. The way I set up the code for this worked just fine, but the problem with it was I was not able to easily turn around and switch targets because the code kept me locked on the enemy that was closest to me. So I would just dip and dodge around to whatever enemy that was close to me at the time of me attacking. That was a no-go. So I changed the system so that the target enemy was determined not only by what was the closest enemy, but also by whether or not the enemy was touched by a ray or a line that shoots out from the center point of the player when the player presses in a direction while attacking. The result is the player turns around to whatever enemy is closest or to whatever enemy is hit by this ray when the player presses a direction. And the result is the ability to control what enemy you're attacking in a large group. Alright, and I was pretty satisfied with that. That was pretty good. I liked it. You know what I'm saying? Now to show you what the dealio is with my camera movement system. Overall, I've made some very detailed changes in terms of how it feels to move the camera around. I use Genshin Impact as a direct reference when deciding exactly what values to set the camera vertical and horizontal movement to. So overall, when running or fighting, the camera movement in general is a lot more intuitive. But wait, there's more. I love the fact that I figure out how to implement what I'm about to tell you about right here. So if you pay attention, in Genshin Impact, whenever you begin to attack an enemy, the camera adjusts so you have a better perspective of the combat interaction, which is again another quality of life / intuitivity type feature. In order to do that, they likely use 2 different cameras and switch between them when combat commences. So I went ahead and implemented just that. So whenever you attack an enemy, the camera system transitions from one camera to another, which I love because it immediately makes the gameplay more dynamic. On to the third change. This is the big cheese right here. Animation retargeting. So for those of you who don't know what animation retargeting is essentially when you apply the animation of one character model to an entirely different character model. I'm talking about the same exact animation, so you don't have to make a new animation for a different character model. I'm telling you, this shit is magic, my G. So I went ahead and changed all the animations of my man's James here to humanoid. After about 30 minutes of setup, all of his animations were transferable to another character model. And I went ahead and went full weeb and threw a motherfucking anime boy in there, alright? So now the anime boy is attacking instead of James. This is a massive change now because I know how I'm going to be able to take any anime model I want and throw it into the game. This is going to lead to NPCs, monsters, new characters, and much more. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, also I added a sword stance to the anime boy. Leave a like for the sword. That's what I've got for you guys in this video. Go ahead and leave a comment on what else you see that I can improve at first glance. I'm seriously considering releasing a simple playtest demo for those of you who want to see how the combat feels like so far. Also leave a comment letting me know if you like a combat playtest demo. And hit that motherfucking sub button, alright? Peace!